The gates of heaven, portals, and timekeepers. So this calendar is a culmination of all the dreams, visions, and puzzles. And I discovered that this revised calendar that God's been showing us the whole time is actually in use. It's been in use forever. There's a Facebook group. They have a YouTube channel. It is amazing to know that God this whole time was trying to get us away from to show us that our pagan calendars are pagan, that they are false in their timekeeping, and He was showing us how to get back to real time. But before I show you that, I want to show you some other things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What season are we in? Now, a few months back, because we had the puzzles, the 4, 5, 6 time is off, I started to research where would I find these numbers. And I came across an image that was really similar to this one, which had the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're asking, what is this? Portals and gates. What are they in 1st Enoch? In the book of Enoch, portals or gates are not mystical stargates or wormholes. They are precise openings or regions along the horizon, fixed positions where the sun, moon, and stars appear to rise and set as the year progresses. How do they work? There are 6 portals in the east and 6 in the west. Each portal marks a zone on the horizon. As the Earth's seasons change, the sun rises and sets through a different portal each month. 30 days per portal. The sun spends about 30 days rising and setting in each portal before moving to the next. The annual circuit. Across a full year, the sun travels through all 6 eastern portals and all 6 western portals, creating a cycle of seasons, solstices, and equinoxes. Why did Enoch emphasize portals? Because they were fixed. They are ordered creation. Enoch reveals that the movements of the heavenly bodies are not random. God set up portals as boundaries, divine markers that keep the sun, moon, and stars in their appointed courses. Calendrical significance. The counting of days, months, and seasons in Enoch depends on which portal the sun or moon is passing through. This forms the foundation for ancient biblical calendars. Visible evidence. If you watch the sun rise throughout the year, you'll see it rise a little further north or south each day, moving from one portal to another on the horizon. The second witnesses in Scripture. Genesis 1:14. Let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Job 38:12. Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days and caused thy dayspring to know his place? Psalm 19:4-6. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. In summary, a portal or gate in Enoch is a zone on the edge of the sky where the sun, the moon, and the stars appear at their rising or setting. These portals are, quote-unquote, doors ordained by God for the luminaries to move through in a fixed pattern, forming the backbone of biblical timekeeping and Hebrew cosmology. Every season and festival is tied to the sun's appointed portal, revealing God's order and faithfulness in creation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What month are we in? Now I want to show you these quarters or divisions. These are going to line up with the previous slide, and you can pause this and go back and look at it to just get a visual of what it is. But the first quarter is spring, and it's month 1, 2, and 3. That is the portals 4, 5, and 6. Spring started month 1 with the pink moon on April 12th, 2025. The reason we start with 2025 is because we are currently in the 4th quarter. But I want to show you how we get to that point. So the 2nd quarter, which is summer or division, which would be month 4, 5, and 6, it's portals 6, 5, and 4. The 3rd quarter or division is autumn. So that would be month 7, 8, and 9, portals 3, 2, and 1. Now currently we are in the 4th quarter or division, which is month 10, 11, and 12, portals 1, 2, and 3. This is the winter. And you can reference that in the first book of Enoch or Hanuk 72, 27 through 32. So the first month we kicked off with the wolf moon on January 3rd, 2026. That month started on January 3rd and will end today, January 31st. At which point, month 11 by the sun, moon, and stars will start with the snow moon, which is February 1st, 2026, and it will be February 1st through March 2nd. And then month 12 by the sun, moon, and stars will be kicked off with the worm moon on March 3rd, 2026, and that month runs March 3rd through March 31st. Something to note, this moon will be a blood moon. So I gave you all that information to show you the most fascinating thing. So let's look at it. This calendar, the culmination of dreams, visions, puzzles, for the good Lord to tell us that the 19th day of our month is the first day of the month. So this calendar adjusted us so that we'd be keeping time properly. So the 19th is actually not this day. It's actually the revised day. So the actual 19th of January is actually February the 6th. And it goes through like that the whole way through. It's a revised calendar. This calendar is in use. The revision, not what we're using now, but the 18-day revision is in use. It is by the sun, moon, and stars. Let me show you. This calendar is in use. It has been in use for thousands and thousands of years. It is kept, they read this calendar from right to left. Now, I only put in division 4 because that's the division we're in right now. Let me explain this. NMD stands for New Moon Day. These people run everything through Scripture. Scripture proves Scripture. New moon is the full moon, January 3rd. January 3rd was our full moon. These days right here are the heavenly days. Now on the calendar that I was shown to make, the heavenly days are with the arrows. These are their Sabbath days. They have these marked and they keep their Sabbaths on Saturdays as per the Bible. as per scripture. Then you can see the 11th month. They have February 2nd. They do tell you that this day could vary slightly because of where you are in the world. Not everyone sees the full moon at the apex on the same day. There's a lot that goes into how they calculate this. They've been doing it forever. They go by degrees. There, like I said, there's a lot into it. I am not an expert on it. The good Lord just led me to these people, to their website, to their YouTube page, and to their Facebook page. And they sent me this calendar. And it's amazing because it lines up, guys. Let me show you something. So on their Facebook page on January 29th, they put 27th day of the 10th month. So this was January 29. This is why I said it's not the current, it's the adjusted. So if we look at the adjusted January 29, the adjusted January 29 is actually February 16th, and it's also the 27th day of the 10th month. And they start their February on, theirs is the second. They are not where, they're not on, like I said, it depends on where you are. They see the full moon at February 2nd. I'm on the East Coast. I see the full moon on the 1st. And this is what I was shown. So, and this is what is calculated when you Google. Like I said, I'm not sure how they come up with this, but I do know that a lot of calculations go into it. But the 1st is here. And this also starts the 1st day. It's fascinating. This whole entire time, all of these months, God has been showing us that there is actually a calendar that is in use that is not a pagan calendar. Oh, and I wanted to tell you that they do put, and they tell you exactly what this is. They tell you that it is pagan days. They tell you on the pagan calendar, this is their first day. But it's so that people that are coming in that don't actually understand how they're keeping time, just like on this calendar, I keep the heavenly day. That's their days that they're keeping. But I have to show you the pagan days in order that you have a reference point. And that's what they do on their calendar. But it's amazing to see. So anybody that had their doubts or they were calling us crazy to follow all this stuff, God's not crazy. He has a purpose for everything. Everything he gives has a purpose. The purpose was to show us that our pagan calendars are off. And he told us with every dream, vision, and puzzle. And the actual calendar is right here. And it's been in use for thousands of years. There's a little bit of woohoo for those of us who've been going through this for months, being called lunatics, being called crazy. We're not crazy. The calendar is real. And God showed us in a way that we could understand step by step. It would be a hard thing to give it to you all at once, but he showed it to us in steps. And also, it was a time of refinement, guys. We spent time in the scriptures, time with the Lord, time praying. And that was the whole purpose of this entire thing. It's a journey. It's an exodus. And I have much more to share with you. But may God bless you all. And I hope that this gives you joy, because it's a glorious thing to know that we're not crazy. God did show us all these things. And this is a confirmation.